In this video, we're going to be addressing throw-ins. In a soccer match, we may have anywhere between 20 to 40 throw-ins per game. It's frustrating to have a foul throw, but yet it happens far too frequently. We want the ball, the other team just kicked the ball out of play, and we certainly don't want to give the ball right back to them because we had a poor throw-in. This video will cover the basic rules pertaining to throw-ins, how to utilize good technique, and it'll also cover a few tactical insights which initially may not seem like much, but they could have a significant impact on the match. By now, we should all understand the rules with regards to when the ball is in play or out of play. But just to make sure, here's a quick review. These next few slides are just going to generally cover the rules pertaining to throw-ins. For this first example, both feet are behind the touchline, therefore it is a good throw. The next picture shows both feet being on the field of play, therefore it is a foul throw. In this third slide, the feet are both behind and touching the touchline. In this case, this is a legal throw-in, therefore it is a good throw. For this fourth slide, the feet are on the touchline, but they're also on the field of play. No part of the foot is allowed to be on the foot of play at the time that the ball is thrown in. Therefore, this is a foul throw. When taking a throw in, both hands need to be on the soccer ball. The next video is a demonstration of how to grip the soccer ball. And lastly, the ball must start from behind the player's head and be released after it crosses over the top of the player's head. For our team, there are a few positions that I do not want taking throw-ins in a soccer match. Here's a diagram where our center half is taking the throw-in. And as you can see, we've left a very dangerous part of the field open should our opponents steal the ball. Here are a few thoughts for both ourselves and our teammates to consider when we have a throw-in. If the ball is above our head when we identify an open player, we can quickly get the ball into them. Here's a good example of one of our teammates working to get separation from their marker. Here are a few things for you to consider when throwing the ball into your teammate. First, let them bring the ball to the ground. Don't throw the ball into the ground or bounce it into your teammate. Also, if you're throwing the ball down the line, don't throw the ball between your teammate and the touch line because it will almost always go out of bounds. And lastly, give some consideration into a flick-on header. A good time to consider using a flick-on header from a throw-in is when the ball is in the middle third or in the final third of play. In this case, our winger runs away from the ball and then checks back, therefore drawing with her the marking player. The ball is then thrown in to our winger's head, who flicks the ball with her head so that it goes behind her and into another player who has, as you can see, plenty of space to begin the attack. So for this example, the actual marking player is marking in front of our winger. So my suggestion would be in this case is if there is space behind our winger to receive the ball, for that winger to, one, just put her hip into the back of the player and get position on that player as if to shield the defending player from them. And then the ball could just simply be thrown into space where our winger can then run onto the ball and start the attack. Inevitably, during a soccer match, there's gonna come a time when there's confusion or dispute on who kicked the ball out of play. Here are some suggestions on the following slides on how to handle that. If the referee awards the ball to your opponent, just simply walk the ball onto the field about 3 or 4 feet and drop it, and then get back into position so that you can defend.
Look, keep going. Get in front of it, between the ball and the goal. Hayden, stay a little pinched in. Ben, there we go. Look, keep going. Get in front of it, between the ball and the goal. Hayden, stay a little pinched in. Ben, there we go.
If the referee rules against you, don't kick the ball or throw the ball, as you may get cautioned for time wasting.
Let's go, boys, come on. You said it's our throw-in!
She said red.
Red,
It's my decision.
and you said red, so we'll respect that.
We need to remember that in a match, players make mistakes, coaches make mistakes, and referees can certainly make mistakes. We need to be smarter and be able to handle those situations so that those mistakes don't hurt us. If a player goes through the proper motions of conducting a throw-in and the ball slips out of their hands, they cannot be the next player to touch the ball. And also, if they pick the ball up with their hands, it is considered a handball. We need to remember that there's going to be 20 to 40 throw-ins per game. As coaches, we don't practice throw-ins enough. One, both the technical side of it and also the tactical side. So I hope you got some benefit from this short video. We covered the rules, how to use proper technique, given a couple of ideas of what to do when we are on the attack from a tactical standpoint, and then a couple of thoughts and ideas about what to do when the referee decides to award the ball to the other team when we actually think it was our throw-in.